the window. Let's keep the voice up loud so we can hear. Just planning our entry into this. Don't get too close, don't get too close. Speed right off. Done a little bit smoother, a little bit of forward compression there just to be picky, but you know, I'm a git. Going often with these rides, I compare them to turn my indicator off, like in self-cancelling, sorry. I just compare them to what I do. You can take from it what you want. But we're positioned right into P1 here. Do we need that view? We're in a 40. Got the car about 3-4 car lengths back, so it's not unsafe, I would say. It's fine. Well, it's not fine, I wouldn't do it, but yeah, I would say it's not to advantage. That's a nice position now. We could use, that bit. You're listening to me. Got this hazard area in the middle, chevron area in the middle. We could use that as part of our bubble. Unless, of course, someone's turning right. Thank you for not pulling out front. So a good 40 mile an hour. So stay there, don't come in any nearer. That's as much as you need to take. Good. So again, where are all our hazards? All on the left. Another bike about 4 or 5 cars back. Just running under the 40 at the moment. Bloody windy. Have to consider that with your little right. You get blown around a little bit more than we will. The rear rob's going out. There we go. Keep it up to 15. Comes the other bike. So you've got a decision when this bike's coming down. Make it follow or just get out of his way. Let's go it. Sort my little bits out. It's a bit chilly, it's 16 degrees, here comes the other bike. Bang on the speed of it. Squeezing on you so you can pass his phone. All the way down here, outside wheel track is the perfect position for me. If he wants to come through, he can come through. Here he comes. Well, that was an overtake or a filter. There we go. You get that situation on your ORs, just get out of the way. Now, do we need to move to the left? We're making that corner tighter than it really needs to be. So if we're coming from out here, fucking indicators could turn themselves off. Keep that view in there. But nice and smoothly done. Bit of a DVSA position to the left to go left. That's what they teach you. There's a white something there. What is that? Ease off the front there. Give me a gear bike. Top of a van. We've got these parked cars. One coming out. Could another one come out. Stay over here, good. Good, nicely done. So that's a bend that catches a lot of way out. We weren't carrying a great deal of speed in because of the previous hazards, but that was nicely done. Nice and systematic, good. we had a good view into that left hander. We could have stayed out just to see if the vehicle was good. I think now actually it's definitely good and we're offsiding. You know, you were compensating. I can see what you were doing back there was for the offside hazard, I assume. Over egging it a bit on the yeah, I know you see them. But don't do anything for the examiner's benefit. I'll let them work out what you can do. They'll have to ask you questions if they're not sure. Right through here, your position away from the left, but actually the biggest danger is what's coming through here. Hazard prioritisation, is that, you know, what's going to hurt you the most? Golf GTI coming up here at 60 miles an hour. Slowly pick up the speed now. What we'll see. So when this view opens up, you use the system so to stretch the view, and as it all comes back in, take it off. The irony. We're just about to approach my favourite bend that everybody sails around, and I often say, what if John Deere's coming the other way? Here we go. If you met that on this bend here, so this is a 30 mile an hour speed limit. Look at the limit point, it is just coming at you, at you, at you. Good, he's braking. Well, one of the best attempts I've seen people go around there. It's a little bit quick. What if you met that green tractor? But there you go, good. You applied the system to it, that's what I want to see, that was good. So the second part caught you as you just kept tightening up, and the view just kept coming at you. So just bear in mind, these roads are bastards. I think Sussex, Kent roads are some of the hardest roads to ride, personally. Because of all our hedges. We get our bends wrong. And doing well. Still recording, good. Right, now we can pick it up. Just hang it back a bit. I know I just said that it's not all about pace and blah 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 blah, but again, to be systematic, so the information is road ahead is straight, clear. I could see no offside, near side hazards, no information, and we're doing 30 mile an hour. So this is non-systematic in my opinion, because you're not riding to the system, because the information says go. So you can see how when I say it's not all about speed, but if the information says speed is appropriate, i.e. quick, do it. But generally it's like that sign up there and this bend here, people go into this too quick, which is your braking. Good. Nice and systematic. But what we need to see now is you pick it up. You're going to hate me at the end because I'm going to say you're over-egging it now, you're going the other way. But this is what we see from the associates. You've gone the wrong way too far one way. Now we say, oh, I need to reel it in. So you reel it right back in. This is good, this is good. Nicely done. Good. This is the bend that actually run out. I think you know this though. So stay out here. You've got the view. You've got the view. It's not offsiding. You've got the view. Good. We're getting our braking sorted out. Brakes on for a long time there. Squeeze it a little bit harder. Get that speed off a little bit earlier. Let the bike settle. But good. Yes. Brilliant. Well done. And now we're picking it up. Excellent. So if we'd have done that corner, the way you approach that corner and the one prior, all those others, spot on. Nice and systematic. Oh yeah, we need to know where we're going now. So Self-counting are great, but not for observing. So we see a nice slow approach. Car come and stops you. And clear left. National here, with 40 in view, so I've got belt along here. Nothing behind, so no need rushing up here. First car that went over that crossing just broke the law. The red lights were flashing still as he went over it. If you get a railway crossing on your test, do not proceed over the crossing until the lights have stopped flashing. So lights don't stop flashing until the gates are almost to the top. Good, that nice little 30 managed well. We weren't nowhere to go. Just plod down there, wait for the crossing to clear. Good, nice anticipation, observation, anticipation. Good. Vehicle from the left. There you go. In the driveway there, then he can swerve out like that. Swerve's a bit of an exaggeration, I know, but we went past in P1, I'd question it. Go past in P2. Really abrupt into there again. We could see we weren't going to make that, so we could. Not a bit of slow riding, so praising you for the railway crossing, but we could need to just retwist there roundabouts, get your pace up a lot earlier. The Mercedes behind was going right, so they could come past us. And try and plan where you're going to go in. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that's a very common crash scenario. Car turns in, blocks your path, so the other one pulls out. I'd like to see a little bit of restraint there, yeah? The what ifs. Should just eased off a little bit, huh? Everybody's in a fucking hurry these days, so if they can pull out, see a chance to get out in front of us, they will. That's why I thanked the Range Rover earlier on. He was going to go, then he didn't. So I would show a bit of courtesy to people that could have basically dropped us off but didn't, so thank you for not doing so. So position's a bit light here, so we that's it, get in the one. Pace is a bit Down a tad, we could be up to 60 here, I think. There we go. You're listening to me, good lad. Okay, show about the comfort dab halfway through the bend. Okay, we're just running out there. What are you doing out there? Should be right in there. B1, now coming out for 3. Cyclist ahead, junction left. Church. Nothing approaching the junction, safe to go. Okay, I'll use Alfriston as this is a great little one for the urban stuff that we have to tick the box for, because this is a great little village where we are sharing the road with everybody else. It all becomes a bit of a fun fight to get through here, and it's busy. So it's nice to see how you guys deal with it. We might get lucky today and just follow this car through, the cheers away. Yeah, good like that bit, it's nice. There's a lot of riders go hooning around there. Nicely negotiated there. Through it, yeah. Focus. But yeah, this is nice, nice pace. To 30, but it ain't safe to do 30. Good. And for not squeezing through and push this out of the way. If there is a car down there, they will probably nick around the back of the speeder. We've left quite a big gap. Good. Yeah, stay there. And the reducing Honda. Yeah, good. Nicely done for a Saturday morning. Get in there, cut in the corner, yeah, fuck it. He's looking at something on his fucking passenger seat as he swings around the corner. Great stuff. That's what you're dealing with. Check that. Keep an eye on these rear obs as we enter or change the speed limit. 35 and a 40. We'll get a good run on this wheel. Yep. Didn't want to meet him on the hill. We've come round him, sort of gone in, gone back out. Look into that, come round the cyclist, what's next? That bended, bang, P1. Yeah, you've got that view foster on there, but we can see into the front of that, so it's not really a problem. So off gas here, we'll wait for this car to clear. So can we avoid putting our feet down? Can we avoid the dabs? No, we can't, because there's another car coming, but I don't know if this black BMW can't see it, so now we're going to get a bit of a war. There you go, don't follow, don't follow, don't follow, don't follow. It's not your priority. Give way to oncoming vehicles, is what the sign says. So what did you do? Thank you, you're welcome. Fuck off, you cunt. Excuse my French. Thank you. But again, it just comes back to that observation, anticipation and planning, going into a situation where the view is diminishing. bunch of walkers. Let's not go over them too much. Down South Downs Way Cross is just up here. This is here, so all good. Signs to the left there. You don't know where the crossing is, so. There's little, so it's just the link in the hazard. So for the first and higher smoothness, link in the hazard. So over the brow of the hill, left hand hazard, right hand bend. Where do I need to position myself? Can I do a straight line through? Keep that speed. Accurate speed, as important as 60 as it's 30. Minor plank, well done. Can't see the cameras on, got a shade, I assume. We talked about that rule of thumb, 10 mile an hour or more speed reduction to brakes, under 10 mile an hour reduction, then where we go? Just there. We've got the near side hazard. It's AS, but you're coming downhill, carrying a lot of speed, you're slowly rolling off. If you've got to use your brakes and you're doing that in time, it doesn't mean it's not right, so did the right thing there, brake. We braked a couple of little times trying to get the speed off. Okay, coming off, just use the brakes. They will always work. Going over positioning in the 30, going right against that hazard. So you think all the over the hazards that you've ridden along earlier on, you'll be weaving around. Quite, you don't need to be in P1 to go through here. This is all about remaining safe. Hazards are every fucking way, so down the middle. We don't need a view. So system is 3 things to consider: safety, stability, and then view. Again, you're going out for a view again on this left-hander. That's a swerve discarding. So I'm not just plodding down the middle of the road chatting shit. So, you know, I'm just going to stay here. He's going to want to come around there. He's going in there. Good. Going at the near side hazard. So I'm just going to stand 2. 2 works in this scenario. This road layout. 2 is good. What's going on here? Let's get the brakes on. Whatever clutch I ain't got. Quite good this route this way round. So look for a blocker. You're looking at those. You want to look for someone over there with a right hand indicator on. Good. Merge nicely, good. So down here, outside wheel track, stay there. Unless of course, something happens. So here, I'm going to go where I want to go here. Good bubble to my offside with all the oncoming. All the hazards to me really near side, obviously, until we get oncoming vehicles, and we're well away from them because of the size of this road. There you go. Just stay here. No need to move away from the island. The island is not going to jump out and get us. little bit of position here. That's good. For the pedestrian crossings, you must not pass the vehicle nearest the crossing. So if we get any chance to filter, always remember that first, the vehicle nearest the crossing. Lights are red, really wrong. So here we go, you could filter past the grey car but not the bus. I would do neither. What we're going to achieve. Position myself over here. I'm not seeing it. I don't know whether this is a straight on or a right. I'm not seeing any layout of the roundabout. I might have missed it earlier on. Hold, say no indication, because give an indication it can be not a benefit or misunderstood. Someone coming towards could have thought we're turning right and gone down the exit past the one we took, so they would have stopped for us and would have pissed them off. No indicator, they assume straight on, or they could still stop because they might turn right with no indicator on, as people do. There you go. No wrong nor right there, because I don't know what the roundabout was. Attention, or was it before, so it doesn't mean you weren't doing it. Nice. No moving around. Now start considering what we're going to do with this right-hander ahead. Car behind is way back, so we can use full position, I reckon, if you want. You can just drift naturally across like this into P1. We set that up a lot earlier. I'm a little better P1 now than I am. What I find interesting is the difference on the, how do I put this into words? So it's the 30s, you'll suddenly go, you're looking for views that you don't need, but then sometimes in these over 40 mile an hour, 50 mile an hour, well, not 40 here, but we're fucked here, but in the higher limits, we want the view all the time, and that's not weaving around the road. We want to see that smooth transition, so as soon as we can position for the view and it's safe and its visibility's ticked, go for the view. So when we approach that hill, down the hill, we could have been way in there, P1, nice and early there, just smoothly gone round the corner. And if it was a 60, we could have gone round there to 80 mile an hour. We weren't doing our IM shit. Because you've made the bend less severe because you're going around the outside. And then coming out of that one to the left there, we big sweep to the outside. Look, so come on, bring it across. There's nothing behind that's going to concern me at the moment. 50 and 60, so right, your bike's not got the guts to get quite well. It's big screen at buckets. You can still look. So we could be looking for overtakes off of these. So for me, I want the view. So that's nice, smooth. I like that. That's good. That's the sort of, that's what we want. Not this fucking, the old Ride like a shark swims, not like how an ant runs. Pretty Stuart Cowley went in with that. Go on, you can have that. Go on. Well done. So that's the roundabout entrance we want. Ones that I can't do, he's going to have me. Don't change crossing. If they do, oh, I have to stop. Hang on. I was tempted. The camera's on, better behave. So well done. Oh, and I've got a fucking bus between us now. Oh, stay there, fuck off. Cool Steve here left behind. Bus stop, right, let's get an early view. Who puts a fucking bus stop on a bend? Tempting. Car's turning towards me. Stop here, I've got a view near side off side. I'll do indicator and go. No car coming. I'll be there in a minute. Hopefully it'll stop to wait for me. Don't let the bus go. Get the bus up fairly legally for them. Just squeezing up on it. Oh, there we go. There's your reward. Twice you'd have to wait for me. Thank you very much. Good to go to the right, what have we got to the left? Okay. Right, hopefully just kick it in. There we go. One for you, sir. Glad you didn't, because I wouldn't have. With you anyway. You've been waiting for me again. You don't need to do things like that, so good decision. When you rush stuff, that's when the floors jump out and bite you. You know, the mistakes will happen. So yeah, good decision not to. People did it, well done. But you could have done it, fucked it up, so it goes back to the conversation we had at the start. Do you need to? You know, you've just done a great entrance to that roundabout barrier. It's a great road for positioning in terms of using the observation, but the flow down the road. There's a lot, right, got great view, left to right, so we should just waft down this road there. This is the road to shine on. So if you ride that like that to that, brilliant. I've got to remember to shout so you can hear me over this bridge. It's fucking windy out there. For that little broken, whatever that was, broken gateway. Just a split second you're going past that. There's nothing there when you're approaching. It ain't going to happen. No. It ain't happening, is it? Nice. Yeah, good. Not worth pinching a bit across there, not this big. Not on the side road. Good, nice little bit of speed off entering to that one, straight out of that one into this one. Brilliant, well done. So this is your Wartling mode like last time. This is where you set the standard. This is a road you've probably done lots of times, and look at the difference. Yeah, one bend into the next bend, into the next bend. That's what we want to see. So when I talk about consistency, that's what you need to do on the more narrow roads, the roads you're unfamiliar with. If you're reading the roads right, you can still do this. Eventually, one day, 20 years. It's good. Good pace. Stay in here. Come out. Need to brake going down here, but possibly a gear somewhere around now. And we'll do a little bit of it. Minor do fuck all. There you go, there's your gear, good. I'll take another one now, no. And we'll carry on. Good, good, good. Told you might do nothing to start me good. I hope it's interesting good. Almost going there, because we're going to link it straight through. Nicely done. Put P1 all the way along and good. Scan across, we can see what's going on up here. We know we've got a car in that bend up there, so that's going to be on the exit of this bend that's going to come over here. There it is. Everything else. We don't see anything else. Downside of riding in the summer is everything grows up and you lose the view, which is key to going for ages. Always a nice one there. So we come out of that one, just pick your foot on the bike, cross, park it in here. Not like that, it's farm entrance. Very good. Like that. Put the indicator on a little bit early there, didn't I? We've got to see the church. Good, like this entry to this. to look for a gap. There's that gap. Go. Bit hefty on the old front brake there late on to get the speed off. And go back on. Put the indicator back on. Horrible black substance on the road. Off of that. That's P1. Okay, now just on the approach to the roundabout, it's just that last 10 metres, get the speed off. If it's looking busy, obviously get the speed off, because then you've got to start looking for your gap in. It's always easy to put the speed on, then take it off. And if you have to grab a bit too much of that, forks go down. That's what we see. So then that compromises your smoothness. So that'll come under like your steering on there. Possibly. Who knows? Really just come under braking. So you're coming in on AS, I won't have to touch the brakes because my bike doesn't fall. Go horizontal. It is. I don't know why you need dashboard. Trundle in here and then go. Yeah, good, nicely done. Perfect. That's what we want to see. Now I'll even have a little sniff at my arse off. Riding demo, box tip. Whoa, that's a better job than me. Just a bit of that brake on there, that's good. Yeah, right, that's slow riding tipped. See what you do up there. Temptation is to go to P1, don't need it, especially with a cyclist. What's the cyclist doing here? He's turning right. Good, speed managed nicely, less than 30, maybe up to 30, good. Obviously people putting P1 up there, and the Audi's just started to drop back now. But that's a bit of a mess, isn't it? So what you've done now, you reckon, I can't see the clutch handle. If you put that into neutral while you were still rolling along, well, you're now holding the clutch. You're holding the clutch. You should have seen sympathy gone out the window. Look up here, road goes right, car's way back, it's set up, no news on that, just set it up as early as you can. Nothing else to worry about there, have we? That much from the past, it's way back. There's all the time in the world to look out for the next right, so we'll be coming up to P3 once this car's passed. times, how long you like brake lights, you know, you can fucking adventure bikes and then probably while you do it, the way it looks about. As we say, no, brake firm, and then I'm also criticising. Oh no, trouble with the old fucking bouncy thing, you know. We're doing 430 and 40. And you will know. Good. Around the roundabout. Excellent. Courtesy, you've seen on there, second time I've seen that, I've been paying attention, so it's a big part of it, a really good image of motorcycle. Which motorcycle he sees, he might go, fuck it, it's still through. Okay, why are we going over there? Hazard on the left. So this 30s, we're doing a lot of unnecessary movement. I'm not even quite sure why you move there. That's the postcard. Down here. Why are we over there? Get out! The car's behind us. The camera's picking that up. Remember, positioning is based on safety, stability, view. View is last. Do we need view 30? So, by a slap, safe? Yes. Legal? Yes. Advantageous? I don't think so. So why bother? And then there's people's perception. Bloody motorbike was in front of me doing all this. Don't know what he was doing. The peloton ahead. So what's going through my mind now is Ford Ranger picks up the back of these bikes, overtakes the bikes. We overtake the bikes. Fucking away from this. That's it. Nicely spread out. Yeah, pulls most of the road. And a tractor towards. Oh, here we go, Dan. Work it out. So let's look at the information. I can see a road sign that tells me the right-hand junction. I think I just saw an indicator. Yep. So it's indicate to turn or indicate to go around. That's what we don't know. We've got offside entrances, so we're going to assume he's turning right into there. Oh, it's going to get off now. Okay, it comes under the old don't give an indication if there's a benefit for us. So now he's turning right again. So is that to go round or turn right? Not sure. I think that could tell you actually could be turning right this time. Yay! Well done. Right, just leaves us in the cyclist side. Over 30 mile an hour, we've got to give them 2 metres. Yeah, there's 2 metres on that one. We're going to get up to the pack. Give it a squirt. And let's work out where we can do these. I'm going to right here, I want to use. So we go right in these. Well, let's get up on the back of the bit right now. Out. Go, 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 go. Don't dilly dally. Sorry, but yeah, fucking about me. I'm not stringing it out. Hesitation kills. So on your score sheet it will say for information, and it will say deals with multiple hazards. How did you deal with your multiple hazards then? A group of cyclists are treated as a big fucking car. If that was a car, you would have pretty damage and straight past that. Well, a car can't weave all over the road, but yeah, that way. Wasn't very precise. Fortunately, there you go. There's something to say about that. Beat yourself up about it well, but there you go, let's see how you carry on. Where the fuck the board is buried in the head somewhere down here, isn't it? Systematic coming in there. You want to make sure your gear change, I don't think I can see that on the camera, your foot went dunk and the brake light was still on for a good 2 or 3 seconds afterwards. Let's just push that out. Big bit of overlap. Taking that one as well. Dark on it, that's trying to get into. There should have been a momentum overtake there, it just carried the speed in. And they come back really to that last one, so overtaken's a question mark against at the moment, I'm afraid. We should have done momentum overtake, just carry in, move out, move round. And that's what we should have done on the cycle. There's a good bit of forward planning, see the gap, moved in, just gone past it, but the same on that. I'm being pretty harsh, because you want a first. This is a pre-test. I'd recommend you for test. I did last time, and so far, but I've done nothing to say I don't recommend you for test. So it's a good display of systematic in most areas. Just when it gets a bit tricky. junctions you have to sit there for 10 minutes because it's not safe to go. Sit there for 10 minutes. I think we're moving away from these offsides, aren't we? We don't need to. Well, you need to move to one of the new spots. We've got 20 metres to that one and 5 to the one on the left, so have a little think about that. My God, it's fucking weird. Minimal movement, perfect position, rear option for 40, off the gas, into the gear, my sector, car coming right, oh. That's why you move to the wind. At this point you think you're finished, but I'm not. I'm going to take that. Starbucks, what's important. My road position to give information. We ain't fucking going anywhere. Lift right up. So let's have a think about these roundabout entries. So we're a bit of port compression there. That tells me we need some front brake. We're under 10 miles an hour. We should be on our rear brake only. Max that out here. P3. We're off now. Bang it inside. look at my bike and see where my inputs come in. Can you see the inputs into the bike? Like there, you change the position of the bus, so did I. You can see it here. Go. Chuck it at your highest level. Take from it what you will. I'll throw as much as I can at you. If we get it, some of it, 80% of it good, it might cover up the odd bit that isn't. So a saying I will always use, and one I heard years and years ago, was a good rider does everything, but you see nothing. And I've seen you whisk to the left and then you come all the way back to the right. That means you haven't seen that junction. This was clear as day because we had a car turn into it, so we know there's a side road there, so we're not looking far enough down the road. But you do everything, and that's the key thing at this stage. Are you doing everything? Are you riding to the system? In the main, yes. Obviously the points I mentioned earlier. There's the only one next door with the youth hostel at Seaford. Good way to oncoming, but I suggest you probably couldn't see the car. Hoping you couldn't see the car when you went. Just didn't follow the BMW like everybody else does. Oh yeah, it's the other way. Two overtakes. The two overtakes is really my only area of question. I certainly weren't ever first standard. This has been nice up here, it's good. This is again probably a road you know well, and it shows confidence. And I would say to the ones you don't know, this is what we said. All riders, this is not aimed at you. This is the old saying, oh, I do the road. You know, at the higher levels, it doesn't matter whether you know the road or not. If you read it correctly, you get the same information. Therefore your pace and the consistency of the ride. That's why we talk about the consistency. Just when we get past it here. Oh, we've got adventure bikes, let's go off-roading. There you go, much better.